one more. Um, I wanted to talk about the universe giving you what you want and need, I guess, uh, and simply being able to recognize when it happens. Uh, well, it's been quite a while since I was with a woman, um, and I am 100% certain that is my choice because I feel like I'm always given the opportunity, but I always decline. Uh, Not always, as in every day, but when I go out and I give the world an opportunity to give it to me, I guess. I always get the chance, but I never choose to do it. And now that I'm looking at things another way, I can see those chances. See the universe trying to give me what it wants me to have, I guess. Like really drunk women just coming up and then me not being interested for whatever reason. I don't know why I don't do it again, and I don't know why. I'm not in control. Maybe it's about me accepting what the universe gives me. Because, well, when you look back at it, you can see the opportunities that have been given. Whether you took them or not is irrelevant when you think back on it. When I was out 1.5 weeks ago or something, and a really drunk girl just went straight up and made it, well, obvious she was flirting. Um, that's, if that happens a lot, not happens often, that's not really the point here. The point is to recognize when the universe is simply trying to give you something and say yes. Because I have kept saying no over and over whenever the universe wanted to give me something. And well, I don't know why I've kept saying no, but when I look at it from this angle, yes, I can see the opportunities I'm being given and I can see myself saying no to them in more ways than just this specific example way, of course. It's interesting to look at things from this angle. Instead of thinking about me trying to look for anything or where I am being important in any way for what I will be given, I guess. All the trying to control things. And it doesn't matter, it's just about being open to accepting what the universe gives you. And I have not been open to accepting what the universe is giving me. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. First off, my friends have started to go out again to drink and shit. They didn't do that until, well, sometimes, but it was not something they did that often. But I was invited out 2 times this weekend. I had more important things to do, so I didn't do it. But I will do it next week. Well, again, I don't choose if I do anything or not, but I'm guessing I'm gonna do it next week or whatever day the universe decides I should do something. It's I feel like as long as I simply do things to have fun, then I will be rewarded, because I've not been doing things to have fun. I've been doing things because I care about my friends, or because. And that will never give you any real happiness, I guess, because you're doing it because you feel like you have to, not because you want to. And, well, basically, I'm hoping out loud that I will be able to enjoy myself now. That I'm not gonna instinctively fight whatever I've been given at that point. We'll just have to see. But I feel like it's interesting how how you can look through life and literally see life trying to give you what you kind of want. It's interesting. It's not always that easy to switch perspectives, I guess, and try to accept that you are not planning any of it, and you don't try to plan it, and it doesn't matter if you try to plan it. It won't make a difference whatsoever. So again, it's simply interesting. I'm wondering what's gonna happen. How are things gonna change if I simply say yes to things? Not that you always have to say yes to things. That's simply an exercise to do. You don't always have to say yes to everything, even though that's a very useful way of learning to say yes to things, to say yes to what the universe wants to give you. But I just find it interesting to look back, look at the times the universe tried to give me something and I refused to take it. Just like the people in the book who got money in their bank account and then called the bank and said there was a problem. And I laughed when I heard that. You have more money than you're supposed to in your bank account when you called the bank. Wow, that was, I laughed. I laughed very, very loudly. But anyway, it's just about accepting what the world gives you. And I have not been doing that for quite a while. It's going to be interesting to see what happens now when I simply allow things to happen. Take whatever the universe wants to give me. Been being nicer to me than usual, so maybe it's going to keep being nicer to me than usual. Maybe it's always tried to be nice to me, but I have always been fighting it, and that's why it keeps being mean to me. We will simply have to see. Just try to say yes. Try to accept whatever the fuck the universe wants to give you. And it's very important that you don't think of anything as it can give you as bad. Can of course not like that experience very much and not want to do it again. But that doesn't mean it's bad. Now, I don't think the universe is going to, but it could tell you that you should take heroin. And you should do it. I don't know why the universe would tell you to take heroin, at least if you're at the somewhere around my point, but it could be. If the universe is telling you to do it, you should simply do it. There is literally no reason not to. That if the universe is telling you something, then that is the best story arc, I guess. If you don't choose that, then you're choosing the worst story arc because you don't want it, and then that's what you've been given to enjoy yourself that night, kind of thing. Or that week or that year, or it's not set. It's simply accepting. It's simply accepting what you've been given. Not worrying that you're gonna have what you need. Simply accepting the things the universe wants you to have. I don't know why I made this video. I don't know why it feels important. It shouldn't be. All the information you should need is already out there, so there's no point in me actually adding more. But I'm doing it anyway, so why? Doesn't matter. Peace.